Morning sunshine and welcome to Phasmophobia and this week's challenge, Paranormal Paparazzi on Point Hope. So, let's hop in. Alrighty, so what do we have? Oh, we are having the fuse box on the map, how convenient. Also all the screens, we do have sanity, 2 minutes setup time. Okie dokie, doesn't seem to be too bad. I take it back, it seems to be a mix of tier 3, tier 2 and tier 1. Tier 1, a bit of everything, but what's way more important, the stuff we are missing. No sanity medication, no smudge, no crosses, so I guess once the 2 minutes are done and our sanity is getting lower, it might become a little bit more difficult, so might be important to be a little bit faster than usual. By the way, no EMF reader. By the way, no thermo. Finding the ghost home is going to be awful. So I guess finding the ghost, well, might be a good idea. Wait a second, is that the light? We got some additional light going, perfect. And I guess looking for ghost orbs might be a valid idea. There's not a whole lot to do. Another thing that might come in handy, UV lights, so if we hear any door touches, stuff like that, we can for once check, has that been the ghost, and also, is it UV? And, well, I don't think it is necessary, but I'll just grab a bit of additional light to preserve sanity train, at least at the beginning, and let's just give it a try. So, being speedy is going to be the most important part, because Point Hope, that means a lot of moon? No moon. Moon? No moon. Moon? A lot of walking around, and depending on what's the ghost room, yeah, we will spend the 2 minutes just walking all the way up there, and nothing happens, but we will see about that one. First things first, let's turn the light on. Okay, now for finding the ghost. Actually, I just realized using the additional light is probably a pretty decent idea, because we are missing everything to figure out what's the exact ghost room. So no EMF, no thermo, but that way we can kind of circumvent it at least a little bit, because we can still go for the cold breath. And also, when we are in the vicinity of the ghost, maybe the ghost is going to blow out the light, so yep. Might be a pretty good idea, actually. Or what do you say? Perfect. Oh, we got the cursed possession, it's the monkey paw. I don't know if it is fixed or not, but let's not touch it, at least for the moment. One time through the entire lighthouse and nothing. It's probably just at the toilet right at the entry, and I just haven't checked that one. So rinse and repeat. Always walking around and not investigating ghosts makes Pango mad. Oh, wait a second. That pillow doesn't look like it is supposed to be there. Cold breath! There we go. Ghost room, I just walked past it 2 times. Okay, so time for the investigation. Oh, by the way, we might miss the EMF reader, but we can still check for EMF 5 with the screen, so that is still a thingy. And the sanity doesn't look too shabby, so the 2 minutes plus the additional light, the firelight, however it is called in Phasmo speech, seems to work pretty good. No, just the regular stuff, nothing out of the ordinary necessary. So, usual setup, let's just put camera opposite of something I can put the dots on, just like that. Put dots on stuff opposite of camera, yeah, that way I can rather easily check for dots from the van, easy as that. Ghost writing, let's also put the camera just like so, that I can see in case the pen vanishes because it got used up. Good enough. By the ghost, so I can check ghost writing from inside of the van. So that way, even when I'm in hunting range, I don't need to be inside of there to check for ghosts, for any evidences. the ghost blew out the firelight and the fireplace, so let's keep in mind, in case it's an on-wheel, it might initiate a hunt as soon as it blows out the next fire thingy, whatever. Oh, no, 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 no. I said and immediately light the fire because I mistake it for the dots pen. We also missing the salt, so getting UV is going to be a little bit more difficult, so definitely keep your eyes out for any door touches, light switches, or even some tiny doors like the fireplaces and stuff like that. Might come in handy. Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Jesus, okay, nothing. Not a single evidence. Oh, would you look at that? The ghost is actually doing stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary, but at least we know there's actually a ghost somewhere. Ah, there we go. That's the reason I for once used the sound sensors, because now I just heard it once again touch the tiny door thingy. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time in the ghost area, or even more. What the? The ghost turned on the fire? The ghost is able to do that? I didn't know this was even possible. Okay. But now I know for 100% sure that it is not UV. Because the ghost touched the hell out of that thingy. Anyway, what I just wanted to say is I just placed down the microphone because for once it is actually at least a little bit useful, because there's nothing we can do to prevent the ghost from hunting us and draining our sanity and yada yada yada. So the less time we are spending in the area, the better. Finally, there we go. EMF 5. We do have EMF 5. And I'm also pretty sure it is freezing. So it might actually be that one of the evidences is hidden, but yeah. Okay, now the ghost is finally actually doing stuff. So let's use the opportunity and do whatever every Phasmophobia player does when they are out of ideas and starting to get a little bit desperate. Time for no evidence. So, first things first, there's one we can actually rule out, the shade, because even though there hasn't been much ghost writing yet, we can rule out the shade by just using some light. And in case it is a shade, the shade will never blow out the candle when a player is in the same room. So, let's just give this one a try. Actually, at first I was just joking around, but it might actually be a shade, because it just refuses to extinguish any fires. But anyway, there's still a third option we can do. More no evidence stuff, but a little bit funnier. I wish for sanity. That should do the trick. Oh, by the way, one thingy up front I want to say. Dying on the weekly challenge doesn't matter. So you're not losing anything no matter what happens. And we are having hiding spots. Actually even all the hiding spots. So we might actually be good. Oh, there we go. Ghost event. The first one today. And oh, okay, we are good. And that's even a big one, because the Oni is unable to do that airball event thingy. But there's another thing. I've spent a few minutes in there with, well, at maximum 50% sanity, but nothing happened. Yeah. So, the Jinn and the Twin are already able to hunt. Actually, they could have hunted for quite a bit of time, but nothing happened. So that means we got a second, well, pointed towards it's a shade, because a low hunting threshold of, what was it, 35%, something like that, and didn't extinguish any fire when I was in the same room. So 2 pointers for the shade, and we are probably just missing a third evidence, aka ghost writing. And we might actually be good. No evidence for the win, I hope. Indeed, yes, that's 1 down, only 2 to go. It's been a shade. So, but that also means we are missing 1 evidence. We are only having 2. Keep that one in mind. Only 2 evidences, and we can't check for breathing. And rinse and repeat. But once again, just take your time. Wait for getting blown. I mean the firelight getting blown out. And cold breath. Oh, I was actually just fooling around a little bit, but looks like I accidentally stumbled into the ghost room. Yay! Okay, perfect. Huh, not too bad. Anything out of the ordinary? Well, apart from the entire, this thingy here is haunted and there's a ghost and the ghost might kill me. Nope. Okay. Wait, what the... Oh... You want to play chess with me? Okay, but that one isn't actually allowed to move from here to over there. Usually these only move diagonally. So that's nothing you can do to open the game. I'll shut up. Oh, ghost event! Hello! In case we are now above 80 something, we can this time rule out the shade because the shade is unable to do ghost events at that range. We can't rule out the shade, but it is once again EMF 5. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait a second. The ghost turned on the light. We can rule out the mayor. There we go. Just by looking at the screen, I just realized that I'm looking onto a screen, inside of a screen. To play a game. And right now you are looking at the screen inside of a screen, watching someone playing a game. How meta is this? Oh, also I think we can rule out the Oni because the Oni trains 20% sanity with ghost events, so yeah, that's way too little. Also no ghost orbs, also no mimic. Good, another one down. Where are... Oh, wait a second. Another light. Where are you?
Taken away.
Oh! We got a spirit box. Okay, another one. Perfect, perfect. We got an evidence. Yay! We don't need that stuff anymore. Thank you for your service. And... anything out of the ordinary? Nope. Good. Oh, oh! For one moment I thought that was just some cold breath, but now we can rule out the Oni. Another time? Spirit Wave Twins. Ah, goody. So that should be everything. Now it's time for the no evidence shenanigans. Good, good. Well, I just realized figuring out the spirit, this time it is impossible because no smudge, we can't use a smudge timer, so that one, no. The twin, that one is actually rather easy. To interaction, of course. Huh. And the speed, so if it is 10% faster or slower, yeah. And the wave, I think... We don't have salt, but we can still just pick, yeah, just 2 of those. Make a little roamer trap somewhere, maybe far away. And maybe the wave teleports over to my position, and with the motion sensors, I should be able to tell that. Oh. Excuse me. It is not a djinn. Ah, lucky me, the monkey paw seems to be the fixed cost possession. I wish for sanity. And 50% sanity, we are hot. That's not normal speed. I assume that's the fast twin. Yeah! And it's been the twins. That means we are also pretty close to normal speed, if not normal speed. And that's just been the fast twin. So that means 2 down, only 1 to go. Oh! Wait a second. I think this time someone else is hiding in the bathroom and watches other people. This is so unbelievably wrong in so many ways. But I think I stumbled into the ghost room. Well, or get... What do you want to tell me by really kids shampoos? Is this some sort of Homelander insider joke I'm just not getting because I never watched the show? Oh, you turned off the light while a player was in the same room. We can rule out the shade. That's 1 down. We got cold breath. Finally. Just the camera opposite of the toilet for no special reason at all. Probably this is better. I mean, as a European, I am aware of all the rumors about the USA and they are having really thin walls, but at this point, this is actually pretty ridiculous. Oh, no. No kids in that area. I mean, we got dots. Since we are having dots and we are having the camera, we can rule out the phantom rather easily. So let's give it a try. Where are you?
I'm far from there.
Oh, okay. That's even easier. Spirit box, okay. But that means we still need to check for the phantom. Oh, there we go. That's a ghost pig. And I think, yes, I can see the ghost. That means we can rule out the phantom. Visible on camera, not a phantom. There we go. So, wave, yokai, I'm not even gonna mention the Dio because figuring out the Dio is a no-brainer. I mean, I could actually, once again, rule out the wave, not with salt, but by just standing in some corner and maybe the ghost is gonna teleport over to my position at some point. I wish for sanity. I wish for sunrise. Oh, wait a second. You're already hunting. We can rule out the Dio. Oh. Don't kill me yet. I'm not done. No! I have no clue. We can rule out the Dio because it hunted too early, but it's either a wave or a yokai. 50-50.
Welcome back.
That's good. It's actually been a wave, and yes, this has been more luck. So, what can I tell you about that one? Well, there are actually only 2 really difficult parts. The first is finding the ghost. No thermo, no EMF reader makes this a little bit more out of the ordinary, but just go for the cold breath and maybe you get firelight blown out by the ghost. Other than that, just keep your eyes open for any activity, stuff like that. That part is still doable. The next part that is a little bit more difficult is we are missing 1 evidence. That means we need to do some secondary evidence, so no evidence stuff or stuff doing the hunt. That is actually a little bit more on the difficult side. If possible, try not to get hunted. Do all the tests outside of the hunt, like get a thingy with the phantom and the camera, or stuff like the shade and the firelight. That's always a better idea. But once you do get hunted, it might actually be some sort of point of no return in case you are not yet sure about what ghost it might be, but you are just in a perpetual circle of getting hunted, trying to hide, and over again. There's nothing you can do, no smudging, no by yourself 30 seconds with a cross. Nope. So might actually be a little bit more on the difficult side after hitting the point of no return, but other than that, pretty much like Nightmare without the thermal. So, in my opinion, doable. But I hope I could show you one or two things that help you with the challenge in case you want to go for it. Also, hope you had fun watching. Thank you for doing so, and I hope to see you again in the next... hope you had fun doing so, and I hope to see you again the next time. And until, have a great day.